Who do you think America's caddy is going to be talking to after the first playoff event, other than Kessler, the winning caddy for Patrick Reed? Man, win number what?
For me, 6, and Patrick, number 7.
How different was this one? Because this is the first win since the Masters.
After the Masters, you're coming down off that incredible high, and then it's kind of like just getting back to work. And then, of course, you're trying to get back and grind to get another W. And it felt like a pretty long road. I don't know the day count, but it's been over a year. And so this year's been kind of a year of ups and downs, a lot of downs, and we're just trying to get better every week. And then these last couple tournaments, it just seems like we've been trending, and I saw it and I said, keep going. It's going to end up being a number 1 eventually. And then so here we are, first round of playoffs, and that's a good time to snag it.
It's kind of nice because where it puts you guys in the FedEx Cup, it pretty much guarantees.
Is it second?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Guaranteed into the Tour Championship.
Yep.
With a good finish next week too,
Absolutely.
You're going to be in control of your own destiny.
Absolutely.
But I wanted to know too, what's the hardest part of the journey? Like coming from winning the Masters and that crazy super high for you and for Patrick to like finally getting to here.
Hardest part, I mean, it's a good question. I think just kind of finding that rhythm that we both can get into at times where we're both on the same page and we both are pretty much thinking alike. And even if we disagree on something, we're not far apart to where, the result should be somewhat decent of what we're expecting. And just like putting in the work every week and trying to get better as a caddy. I mean, this is my 6th year in. And so I guess I'm averaging 1 win a year at this point, which is nice.
I might be a little jealous.
That's kind of a decent goal, but it could be better. And that's the thing with him and his standards. I mean, I just always want to do whatever I can possibly do to make sure he succeeds and basically fulfills all his dreams. And whether that's doing push-ups on every putt or having to clear out some geese out of the fairway, I'm your man.
We got to talk about that. So when the geese are up there, who made the call, hey, man, we got it? Because it's a lot different when your player is like, yo, quiet those people down over there.
Funny story. So all these geese are coming up, and he's like, you going to take care of that? And I was like,
what hole is this now?
That should have been on 13.
Right.
Yep, 13. And we had just, we just hit the bunker, and we're having to lay up. And we have like 125 yards into the green, and then all these geese are in front of us, and we're like, geez. And so, and it's funny, he's like, you going to take care of that? And he called me, and it's funny because we got a caddy friend named Bird Dog.
Correct.
Justin. And so he was like, you can go take care of that? You going to bird dog that? And I was like, I'm on it. And of course, I got him out of the way. And then after he hits his shot and everything, he's like, Bird Dog would be proud of you. And I was like, I'd hope so.
Oh, that's funny. What was the best shot that you saw all week? What shot did Patrick hit this week that impressed you the most?
Let's see. I mean, he had a ton of good ones, obviously. If I had to say, it wasn't necessarily just one shot at one moment. It was just the cut driver on a lot of holes seemed to help us out here a lot. Because the last time we were here at the President's Cup, we didn't really have that shot. We were playing a different driver at the time, and so that's also a shot that helped us out win the Masters, and it comes into play a lot. So, like, for instance, on 16 all week, it was the same play every time. We were like, just go to that little anchor logo, hit your cut, and we knew exactly where it was going to be. And he executed it perfectly every time, which for today it didn't lead to a birdie every day, but today it led to the birdie that we needed probably the most to get a 2-stroke lead, and then obviously set us up for success in those last 3 holes.
Was there one hole coming down the stretch on Sunday where you thought to yourself, you know what, I see it, we got this?
Had to have been 14, the par 3. So, because I knew where we were, and I knew that Rahm had bogeyed somewhere, and that we were basically tied for the lead. And then once he got that, I knew he was rolling it good. I thought, all right, here we go. 4 holes left. I mean, I'm thinking about 16. I'm like, that's a really good potential for birdie there because he's been executing that cut driver every time. So therefore, I thought, and then, hit the fairway on 17. You got a short club in your hand. He had a 9-foot putt for that and just barely missed it. But I'm thinking we have some holes and we're going to start taking. I was like, we get that 1-stroke lead and then we just start making the gap further.
And jokingly on Thursday, we had a conversation that Patrick was at too, where it was about, hey man, you need to step that caddy motivation game up just a little bit.
Yes, he did say that, and he's pretty good at critiquing me and my caddy skills. I can't say, I blame him, and it's probably just what I needed, because there were times out there where I feel like, he might have gotten a little upset, and I'm just like, just relax, like stop worrying about what's going on back there, and let's worry about what's going on in front of us.
And sometimes that's the most important thing you can say to a guy.
Absolutely. Like, that's in the past now. Let's move forward and let's get this going. And sometimes you got to talk back a little bit to them and let them know, like, because they're almost talking to themselves too sometimes. Or I feel like with him, he's like getting mad about something, and I know he's mad at himself, and I'm like, just forget about it. It's over. Like, can't do anything from there. So what are you gonna do now?
And sometimes hearing that from another voice will make that kind of, oh yeah, you're right.
I believe that 100%.
Yeah. All right, hardest hole to caddy this whole week.
Probably the most nerve-wracking. I think 15 is a pretty, for us, because during President's Cup he had a really hard time hitting that fairway, and he would always kind of bring up cutting it on that hole, and I feel like for a cutter that hole doesn't set up, and so I always had to tell him, like, dude, this is a drawer hole. That's what I told him today. I was like, this is a draw hole. This suits your game perfectly. Just put it in the fairway. And of course he hits a great today. He had a great perfect drive into that fairway, and then the iron shot wasn't too good, but hey, he got it up and down, and it was a great putt to do that. To me, that's the hole. When I walk up on it, I just never feel 100% confident. So much could go wrong there. So,
but it went right.
Absolutely.
That's all that matters. All right, so event 1 of the playoffs in the books. It's nice you got the flag, but the BMW coming up. That would be a nice one, because what does the caddy win there?
Well, they get a courtesy car, and after you win, you get a courtesy car for the next couple years, and you get preferred parking right next to the players.
Which
so,
for caddies,
I'm kind of like, all right, man, it's nice you won this one, but you could win other playoff events. Like, come on, get that BMW, so I get a nice courtesy car for the week.
Or tour championship, I could
that
buy
too.
a Beamer.
Yeah, oh, exactly. I could buy more than a Beamer. So
I had my Iron Man shoes on, so I even showed Captain America that I had them. I say if you win BMW in the Tour Championship, maybe Captain America sneakers. I hook your boy up.
If that happens, we're going to buy you a Captain America suit. Have you seen those?
I'll wear it.
I'll wear it too.
I will.
We'll get matching ones.
Done.
Or no, you could be War Machine. I'll be Iron Man. How about that?
Done.
You be Don Cheadle to my
Tony Stark
to RDJ. Yeah.
Done.
There you go.
Caddie Network, you heard it here first. Winning caddy of the first playoff event in 2019, Kessler Karain. Congratulations, man. Well done, brother.
Thanks, bro.